From 2015 on, Kirk Cousins has actually put up some really good numbers. And with the weapons he did not have this past year and the offensive line that's been really hectic with injury, he's put up some good numbers with 4,000 yards passing with 20-something touchdowns. Just getting enough to where, had Terrell Pryor that was supposed to be to replace Deshaun Jackson. Brian, getting quick on the team. Vernon Davis actually being a pretty good tight end. Actually playing pretty damn well for a guy that's as old as he is. But Kirk Cousins is going to get paid. So the New York Jets reportedly are willing to pay whatever they possibly can to get to land Kirk Cousins and get him to New York. Which, you know what, good for them. I got a lot of Jet fans around here. I got a few friends that are Jet fans around here. And, the Jets have just really fucked up over years getting a quarterback, passing on Deshaun Watson, passing on Mitchell Trubisky. Guys that are, and now those teams are building around those players, following this Philadelphia Eagles blueprint of, building around the quarterback. Which I know every team builds around the quarterback, but doing it the right way like we have has been absolutely amazing. So they might as well take the blueprint off that. But Kirk Cousins is not a bad quarterback. I think he needs weapons. I don't know if the New York Jets is the perfect spot, but I know it's the spot where they can start to. They got some cap. They got some money. They have cap, $70-something million in cap. Plenty of money to at least sign a few guys. They need to sign a premier tight end. They need to at least sign one lineman that's at least someone of good status, especially at the tackle position. So, the offensive line didn't really play that well, didn't play bad last year. They couldn't finish games last year. They'd taken leads in games last year. They're on a 3-4 game win streak, and, they kind of blew it. They went downhill after that, which the Jets were projected to go 0-16 last year. And they played better than everyone else expected them to. Kirk Cousins will get his paycheck. But I think the Jets would be a nice spot. You got Curse over there that got traded from Seattle. Robbie Anderson, I don't know what's going on with him. He got 7 touchdowns with the Jets. He was a deep threat for New York, but he got into a lot of fucking trouble this past offseason. So I don't know what's going to happen with him. He's a fucking bonehead, stupid asshole. So he's probably not going to be on the team. Who knows? If they get Robbie Anderson back, definitely be nice. But Kirk Cousins, to me, I need to see him get over the hump of being in those big moment games and winning them. Like being in the playoff game. Like I've never seen him win under the spotlight. Someone that's under the spotlight has, he has choked under the spotlight. And that's what the Jets do not need. The Patriots hopefully are on their last leg of doing anything. Maybe they have another run for 2 years, and maybe after that Tom Brady will be gone. Not the best team as we saw this year for the pass rush and everything like that. So I think the Bills can be on the rise. I think Miami is trying to find a quarterback. They're trying to move in to find a quarterback. Bills are trying to find their own quarterback. The Jets want to move ahead of that and get Kirk Cousins and use that 6th overall pick this year in the first round to at least get something on offense. I think defensively they'll get rid of Wilkerson because they're trying to free up cap space. I think Wilkerson's gone. They got rid of a lot of guys. They got rid of their all-pro fucking Pro Bowl center and Mangold, and there's a lot of things going on around this team. With all this cap space now, they can start rebuilding, sign some guys. Don't go on a free agency frenzy, but sign some guys, fill in some things. You got the 6th overall pick, so be smart. The Jets front office needs to be smart. But getting Kirk Cousins to the Jets, I would not mind it. Honestly, I think it would be a good move for the franchise, and it would, put the fans, it would put the fans in a really good mood for this season coming. I think Kirk Cousins can do some damage over New York. So I think that division, the AFC needs to get stronger, and the AFC needs to keep the Patriots out of the Super Bowl. So I think this is a very good landing spot. Besides, you got Curse, Robbie Anderson. They don't really have an all-pro tight end. Todd Bowles is a good coach. They had their chance. The Jets had their chance. Todd Bowles coming in. They revamped the defense. They spent, a good amount of money on the defense, and they got 10-6. They had to beat the Bills to at least get a wild card spot. They couldn't do it. So ever since then, it's just been a real downfall. McLeod was just you know, a quarterback, another journeyman quarterback that tried to do what he could do, which I give him much respect because he really tried with what he had over there. But they need to move on from him, get, you know, Kirk Cousins in there and do their thing. You know, so I think this is a really good move for them. I think that's the team he should really. They got a lot of cap, so they can pay Kirk Cousins and they can make some moves to, and plus with the 6th overall pick of the draft, they can go get somebody. You know, they don't have to. They can save a money spot, you know, a free agency spot for a guy that they draft this year. Depending, they just need to game plan it pretty well. So you know. The Jets, if I'm talking to Jet fans right now, the Jets are getting a good quarterback, a smart quarterback, a guy that is pretty poised in the pocket. He could throw from the other side of the field. He has a nice deep ball. He could throw darts, short little darts. He can move around the pocket when he has when he has enough room. You know, if he had the offensive line plays pretty well, he can move left to right. He can do his thing. He can be sneaky. He's a sneaky guy. And he's done damage to us over the years because we shut down the Redskins this year, and you know he didn't have the weapons this year, didn't have the running back this year, and the defense was missing parts. You know what I mean? They had missing parts, especially this year. The Redskins are gonna have no defense this year. So that's really all I gotta say about that, guys. So you know, the Jets, you know, hopefully make the move and you know, do whatever it takes to get Kirk Cousins over in New York. So it's a good move for them, and I think he fits really well over there. You know, even with the running backs, you know, Powell is a good running back, but I think Powell is their best running back, but I think they can go get somebody else. I'm not saying, you know, get, you know, overpriced running back, but someone that's going to get well. They got to shore up the offensive line a little bit more, just 1 or 2 moves, and then get a nice running back to flow in there, or they keep Powell for another year, and they can, you know, they can go in there and do their thing, you know, or whatnot, whatever. I think Powell is a start. I think. I don't really know their whole running back situation. No, they have some moving pieces over there. You know, they put different running backs in here and there once in a while. But you know, other than that, that's really it. They got to shore up the defense. The defense definitely has to be revamped in New York. I think slowly but surely they can get some guys over there. Marcus Peters is another guy that they're looking at too. You know, they at least get one corner spot. You know, Morris Claiborne has been playing for the Jets. He came from the Cowboys. He actually has had a really good year. Terrence Brooks, as a safety, a backup safety that we had. You know, we traded for McDougal, the corner McDougal. We gave them Terrence Brooks, a safety, and he's made some plays over there. So I know what Terrence Brooks can do. And he was actually a really good backup for us, Terrence Brooks. So we made the trade to get McDougal over here, which we don't have McDougal anymore. So they got some guys that they've gotten out of trades. They've, you know, and Curse has been an absolute playmaker. He could pretty much do anything. You know, so, you know, a lot of things, a lot of moving pieces, but they need to get this quarterback situation figured out. These New York Jets have got to get it figured out because they have waited too fucking long. I mean, it's time. They need to go out there and pay somebody some money. They're not gonna get a good guy at 6. Okay, they need someone to go in and start now. Okay, because they have enough to cap to do it. So they work out some contracts where they'll be okay for the next few years, and then down the road keep the cap levitated. So, you know, levitate the cap this way you're not drowning. And that's pretty much it. So that's really all I gotta say. That's pretty much it. So fly goes fly, shake squad up, peace out, peace.